What if your AI chatbot didn't just answer questions with you, but it actually flirted with you? And what if we extrapolate that out 2 to 5 years? What happens past flirting? Well, we're going to find out pretty soon because XAI, also known as Grok, also known as Elon Musk's AI tool, has just released a new feature called the Waifu Companion. And it's really, I don't know how to feel about it, guys. I really don't, because I am a big believer in the positive benefits of AI in society, and I think that it's going to change the world more than anything has changed the world in the whole history of our existence combined. But there's a huge problem when you give lonely men in particular access to a bot that flirts with it, talks with it, answers any question you want, has an uncensored 18 plus mode. Do I really need to explain the repercussions here? I think it's pretty clear. And I just want to be very clear. I am a big proponent of freedom and people being allowed to do whatever they want. I am not saying this tool should not exist or be illegal or anything like that. I just want to voice apprehension that I have about the direction of where this is going and a slight bit of disappointment, because to be honest, this might be a controversial thing to say, but I'm a fan of Elon and I love his work and respect everything he does. But I don't like this one, and I'm disappointed because I thought that Grok and XAI was going to be a tool to make AI use for the better. But unfortunately, that's not really what's happening. This is probably one of the most malevolent AI creations in order to hijack human biology. And I had a video a couple weeks ago about how AI is going to really take over the place of social media, and we're going to replace doom scrolling with AI usage, and it's going to be more addicting than you could ever comprehend in a million years. So Elon has been posting a lot about the waifu and how it can flirt with you while it teaches you biology or rocket science or, nuclear physics, whatever the case might be. And on the surface, it's funny, it's cute, but when I was listening to the videos, I couldn't help but cringe. I'm not going to lie. Because I already know what this is going to do to lonely males. And of course, the media has jumped on and they've piled on and they're saying they're stupid stuff because the media is stupid and they have literally no good takes ever. However, I'm kind of on their side with this one. And I just feel like the way that our biology has been hijacked by social media is slowly being hijacked again with AI, but AI is a million times smarter than social media. So it's going to be super dangerous. And a lot of people say, hey, it's just a meme, don't worry about it. Yeah, right now it is just a meme. It's not a big deal. But also, let's just take a step back. Elon Musk is always tweeting about how birth rates are declining and how everything is, falling off a cliff because people are not having babies. Is this going to help with that, or is this going to hurt with that? Pretty sure it's not going to help people have more babies unless, of course, I don't even want to go there, but God forbid they create artificial wombs and then you can have a baby with your waifu. Can't even believe I just said that. Oh my gosh. So anyways, look, this isn't good, and this is the literal scratching the surface, because in 5 to 10 years, there's going to be people living in virtual worlds that never have intercourse the rest of their life because they're so obsessed with their little anime figures or whatever the case might be. And I just worry. I really worry about society. I worry about the implications for younger people. Think about how cooked people under 20 are. They grew up with social media first and foremost, which is crazy enough for me to think about. I'm 33. But not only that, they are now getting all entry-level jobs pretty much wiped off the face of the planet because of AI. And now they have all the incentive in the world to never pursue anything, because at the underlying action of every single action that's been taken by a human in the history of the world, sex is on the other end of it. We're all doing it to be more attractive for sex, regardless of if you have a partner or not. So what happens when you can get that sexual pleasure, which, you could argue already exists with pornography and things like that. But pornography, you're watching something, right? It's like, okay, this is that thing. I'm separate from this thing. But with these AI companions, it's a two-way dialogue. It's a two-way relationship. And it's the worst it's ever going to be right now. So what's the younger generation going to do when they can have sexual relationships and have sexual conversations and get that same dopamine release from these chatbots or from these anime sex dolls that are probably going to get created really soon? I don't really know the answer to that question. Genuinely, I don't. But I know it's not good. And I know that every single time a human being can achieve pleasure without working hard for that pleasure, let's just, think about biology. Exercise, feel good, that's a good type of feel good. Smoking heroin or injecting heroin, feel good, not a good one because you didn't have to work for it. That's an extreme example, but you get the point. What is this going to do to our society? It makes me sad. But at the same time, I'm not going to be the one that's chatting with the chatbot. So I have a big opportunity to get ahead. And I guess, honestly, that's my point for this video is like, don't get sidetracked by all this nonsense and all this BS. Use these tools to your advantage. And that's what my channel is for, by the way. Like and subscribe if you're not already. My channel is to try to help you, whether you're a business owner, whether you are an employee, whether you're a mom, I don't care who you are. I'm calling it AI for Dummies, just helping people that you're not a dummy. It's just you're not an engineer with a technical background. Use AI to make your life better because AI is going to be infused into every single aspect of society. And so it is up to you if you're going to let that pull you away from what you were put on this earth to do, or if you're going to let it bring you closer to what that thing is. Social media is a great example. Social media is so relevant for every part of life. However, 95% of people have been destroyed by social media, doom scrolling, comparing themselves to other people, just getting lost in the sauce. 5% of those people have changed their lives, created generational wealth through social media. I'm somewhere in the middle. I've used it a lot for my businesses and it's helped tremendously, but I still find myself scrolling because it's so freaking addicting and so just enthralling. Well, that is nothing compared to what we're about to see with AI. So the point is, sex bots, waifus, whatever comes out, just take a step back. And if it's not going to help you achieve your mission and your purpose, don't use it, okay? Because it is addicting and you too can fall victim to whatever it is. So I'm not a fan of Elon's whole thing that he's doing. I don't like it, but I know that it's just scratching the surface. And I was just thinking like, God, I wonder what's on the dark web with AI. I don't even want to know, to be honest with you, but I mean, we're just living in such insane times. It's truly freaking mind-boggling. I feel like people say that, but it is seriously insane. So I'm voting thumbs down on the Elon waifu, but I'm voting thumbs up on AI in general. And if you're voting thumbs up on my channel, make sure to subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. Leave a comment, leave a question, leave a topic that you want me to cover in a video, and I'm going to help you guys learn how to use AI for a better life.